Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the Daily Tesla Report, our YouTube channel, Daily Tesla Report for Wednesday, October 5th, 2022. Before we jump into the charts, just want to encourage you to please click like each and every time you watch any of the analysis videos that we put out on the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and please share the content with friends and colleagues. Get the word out. It helps us expand our YouTube presence. Let's jump into the charts. Just sort of a big picture reminder. I don't know where to show it. I've got it all over the place, actually, that on Monday we clearly gapped below this longer term support area that held late last week, 264.97, rising two-thirds speed line, 265.02, former channel bottom. This is our ceiling of resistance through the rest of October, and below which, by the end of October, that 206.85 low from last May is in reach. And actually, over the next few months, we can continue south to this weekly channel bottom at 188.43. So these downside targets remain big picture objectives below 264.97. As long as we continue holding below it, that is what we're expecting. Now for the day itself, let me jump into nearer term charts. I've got 242.40. That is the low settlement price, actually, from last Friday. And the high of that low is 255.16. So, the high of the low, yes, we pushed through it on Tuesday and backed off. I do think another push through 255.16 you should expect. 264.97 to 265.02 on an intraday basis, where once again we can top out through October, and below which expecting 231.10 by the end of next week or sooner. And that 206.58 low from last May, I don't have it labeled here, in reach by the end of October. It may take longer than that, depending on how assuming we bounce off of 231.10 by any means. But those are our pivot points for the day. You can see them here. All the minor levels have been carefully chosen. Each and every one means something on the chart. So well suited for aggressive day traders. But if you're looking for kind of the trade of the day to the upside, pushing through 255.16, expect 264.97. To the downside, breaking 242.40, expect 231.10. I'll remind you, this market remains heavy through October below 264.97. Trend is your friend. So, you might sell 255.16 a little bit more aggressively, or you sell the break below 242.40. You certainly, if you're a day trader, you want to cover above 255.16 unless you want to ride it all the way into the mid 260s within the day. Downside, once again, if we break 242.40, we probably would test 231.10 within the day, where we could place a weekly low. I have this as a 3-star weekly support level, but don't fall in love with it. If we close below it, there's more where that came from. And I think if we close, for instance, I don't know why I moved the chart there just now. If we close below 231.10 today, by the end of next week, we could actually test that 206.85 low from last May, where we could double bottom into later October. But keep in mind, 188.43 is still calling this market following last week's sell signal. Now, upside, if we do happen to push or open above 255.16, the mid 260s in reach, 264.97 to 65.02, once again able to contain buying through October, and below which we remain heavy over that time horizon. If we do close above 265.02, that completely neutralizes that sell signal down to 206.85, and with that I would expect recovery for the next couple of weeks anyway. Over the next few days, 279.20. That would possibly be in reach tomorrow, Thursday, if we settle today above 265.02. And over the next, by the end of next week, the 293.61 to 301.83 area. And that is really, where are you? Right here. A narrowing zone of meaningful resistance now that is based in part on on Monday's low. 301.83, a descending channel top now coming off the series of lows following the August high. And 293.61, you're probably familiar with this. This is a formation that when we started the Tesla report in early March, held the lows and then we broke below and it held the highs, and it is rising daily. 301.83 is dropping daily. So if we close above that 265.02 level today, by the end of next week or sooner, we should push into this narrowing zone of resistance between 293.61 and 301.83 that can contain buying at least on a weekly basis, and if settled above, should yield 330.48 within just another week or two of trade. I will say this, that if we do close back above 265.02, we should, over the following, timing is impossible, but I'll say 3 to 5 weeks, possibly by the end of October, actually challenge at 330.48 longer term channel top if we close back above 265.02. But until then, this market remains heavy below the mid 260s into later October. And I think that pretty much rounds it out for Wednesday's Daily Tesla Report. You have a great day.